Good afternoon, Stephen Talbot here. Today is Friday, August the 18th, and I just want to give you an update. I am in my home, and I'm a free man. I am a free man. So, on that note, that is the happy news, and I did want to make today's video about something very serious. And if you are in a situation in your life where there is domestic or emotional abuse or manipulation of any kind, I strongly encourage that you reach out for help, because I did just that yesterday, and I reached out to an organization in Nashville that I plan on volunteering for. I will leave the information in the description below. They made things more informative for me. I felt like an idiot before. I felt confused. I didn't know if I was in the right place. I felt a little bit of guilt. And they helped me right along through it. So just to let you know what is going on, I got a temporary order of protection against my ex-partner. So he had to leave my house. He cannot contact me. He cannot contact any of my friends. He cannot contact my family members. He cannot show up his face. He cannot threaten me anymore. He cannot make, all the stuff, things that he's doing. I haven't fully disclosed all the things that I've gone through, and I don't, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I really don't want to make this vlog about abuse. In fact, I wouldn't even call myself an abusee, if you will, until I was in the courthouse yesterday, and they were playing this video on the screen. They were playing this video on the screen called the Power and Control Wheel. And it really broke me down and made me realize that the past 5 years of my life have been spent, basically I'm the textbook edition, or the classic textbook definition of someone who has been in an abusive relationship. Wow, I'm a guy. Slightly embarrassing. It can happen to guys or girls or anything in between. So regardless of your gender, this is a gender inclusive control wheel. I told everybody, if you guys are only funded for a certain amount of people, I want to give up my spot for someone else, because do I feel for my life sometimes? Yeah, when I hear somebody shaking the kitchen drawer, and do I think they might come and stab me in my sleep? Yeah, I think that sometimes, but I saw some women coming in battered, like really beat down, and I want to make myself available and to volunteer to try to get the laws changed. It was entirely too difficult to do what I had to do. It was, I had to sell myself. If I didn't have the sales skills that I had of working for Dell, I wouldn't have got the order of protection that I got. So I can only imagine someone going in there that's uneducated. I want to help change that, and that's what I hope to do. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about this power and control wheel that I saw, because it put me to tears. It really did. It made me realize that what I already said, that I've been a victim. I don't want to victimize myself and call myself a victim, but I don't know. Just hear me out here. So, it is sunny out here. So, it's called the Power and Control Wheel. And I'm just going to read it to you. It says, physical and sexual assaults or threats to commit them are often linked to other abusive behaviors. Although physical assaults may occur only occasionally, they can instill the fear of future violence, allowing the abuser to take control of their partner's life. The gender-inclusive power and control wheel is a helpful tool to understand the overall pattern of abuse and violent behavior. So, I'm going to try to show this to you. Oh, God, I don't know. I'm just going to scan it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but... So, the first one is coercion and threats. It says, making and or carrying out threats to do something to hurt the partner. Threatening to leave the partner or report the person to welfare, threatening to make a false accusation. I promise you, that is the last 5 years of my life. The next one, intimidation. Making the partner afraid by using threats, by using threats, looks, and gestures, destroying the partner's property, abusing pets, wielding weapons, or kitchen implements. That is the last 5 years of my life. Emotional abuse. Putting him or her down, humiliating the person, playing head games, not taking responsibility for one's own actions, ridiculing the partner's appearance and sexual performance. As an example, I'll give you. Yesterday, when I had to call the police and get my ex-partner out of my house, I said to him, and I meant it in complete honesty and truthfulness. I meant it with all of my heart. I said to him, I wish you the best. I wish you well, and I'm sorry that it ended this way. I wish nothing but the best for you in your life. He said to me, you're a fat ass. Exercise is not really working out for you. Why don't you go find another donut to eat? Now, I'm more confident than that to allow that to affect me. What's so frustrating to me is trying to figure out why or what sort of state of mind someone is in to say something like that, right? It's crazy. Moving on. Isolation. Controlling what he or she does, who the partner sees and talks to, what he or she reads, and where the partner goes. Limiting the partner's outside activities, using jealousy to justify actions. Hello? Install a GPS device on someone's car. Monitor them by hacking into their phone account. Or put a recording device in their backpack. I think that meets all those criteria. Denying and minimizing blame. Making fun of the abuse and not taking his or her concerns seriously. Saying the abuse didn't happen. Shifting responsibility for the behavior. Saying the victim caused it. Can't tell you how many times I've sort of taken this apart. I didn't know this in its full entirety, but there has been parts of me that thought in the past 5 years, hey, I'm being manipulated. And when I tried to share that, of course, it was laughed away. I feel like I've been living in a bubble, and I feel like I was duped, and I feel like I'm a smart person. How could I not know this was going on right before my eyes? If you have if any light bulbs go off when you're hearing this, you need to reach out to someone and seek help. If you need to leave me a comment, tell me what state you're in, and I will help you find help. There's no sense in you wasting any more of your life with someone who's doing any of these things that I'm describing today. The next one is using children. We have no children, thank God. I do want a child, but I would never have a child with my ex-partner because I never saw him as a adequate father, to be honest. The next section of the wheel is economic abuse. What they describe is preventing the partner from getting a job or demanding the partner to work longer hours. In my case, I was the financial supporter, but he had very much had control over my finances. He knew every transaction that was ever made. He never worked. He lived off of me. He did. Let me take that back. He did work some. He had probably 12 or 15 jobs. He spent his money on whatever. A lot of times he gave his money to me. But if I could work rarely and give all the money that I made over to somebody, but be fully taken care of, sign me up. Sign me up. The next one is gender privilege. Treating the partner like a servant, acting like the king or queen of the castle, being the one to define the partner's roles, making a false allegation. Applies to me. Guilty. The last 5 years of my life. And I guess that's it. So, I don't mean to make light of this at all. I'm trying to stay positive in my vlog, but I also want to be real with you. If you have seen any signs of what I just described, I strongly recommend that you reach out for help. I will help you. Reach out to me right now. You deserve better. You deserve to live your life. You deserve to better yourself. You do not need a leech. You do not need someone telling you or calculating your worth for you. You can do that all of your own. You are valuable. You are. If you have a partner that's ever committed suicide, this applies as well. I'm definitely going to get more involved in the entire domestic abuse process. And I strongly urge you, and I don't know, I'm on the verge of crying. I'm not going to cry. Let me do like girls do. Anyway, I love you. I hope this message contains value. I will get more into details about what I went through if you're interested. I really don't want to make this vlog about domestic abuse or whatever. Emotional abuse. If that's my calling, then so be it. If you're interested in that, please leave comments below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy yourself, and I love you. Until next time.